Hi, this is Clea with Dare Secure Computers and Train Me for Tech. In this tech lesson, we'll learn how to back up your bookmarks and bring them into the same or another browser. So let's get started. Well, you want to back up your bookmarks. What is it? Let's start. First things first. What program does a bookmark use? The program that has bookmarks is called our browser. The reason that this word is important because this is how everyone browses the internet. The browser means just that it allows you to browse. So a lot of the words in the tech arena, they give you some indication just based off what the word is of what it means. Just think I window shop, I'm just browsing, I'm not buying anything, or whether you are, that's what a browser is. And it's always a good idea to have more than one browser because if something happens to one, you still have the other to get on the internet with. Your browser may be hijacked, it may have viruses or malware. Say, I'm using Google Chrome. Well, if that one is to a point to where I can't browse the internet or I'm always getting pop-ups, I can say, you know what, let me use Firefox instead. You'll have a different experience if one is infected and the other is not. So you always want to have more than one browser. And for this exercise, we're going to look at Firefox. The key thing is not just how it's done in one program, but most programs work the same. So the same steps we take for Firefox will basically feel your way through Google Chrome and you'll see the same options there and you go through the same or similar steps in order to back up those bookmarks. The reason bookmarks are important is because, say, for instance, you work in an IT department. We probably back up the most bookmarks. We probably have the most bookmarks. And the reason is if I am logging into 50 different servers, 50 virtual machines that I'm logging into, and I always have to type in the IP address, I don't want to do that. I'm going to have my bookmarks so I can quickly access them each time. If it's a particular account that you have that you go to all the time, or say you use Canva, you use one program pretty much every day. You want to have a nice location to go there. You may not even really know the web address. That's why you saved it. If you find yourself reinstalling Windows on a client's computer or even on your own computer, they may have hundreds of bookmarks saved and they want those there when they get their system back. It's nice to have all of the data. That's the thing we think about first. We think about, do I have my music? Do I have my pictures? Do I have my valuable documents? This is something else valuable that needs to be backed up as well. So we'll open Firefox for this example. And one handy shortcut I'll give you for Firefox is one I think that more people knew about, but maybe somewhere along the line we forgot. It's the alternate key. So the alternate key gives you, we're going to click on it. What is that? Are those options? Is that a menu that I can see now if I press this alternate key back and forth? Yes. And this is a quick way to go straight to your bookmarks. Click on bookmarks and go to manage bookmarks. So here we have all the bookmarks on my computer. If I click on them, I can see bookmarks. I have tons and tons of them. There are different things I can do. I can right click and I can, sort them, copy paste them, add bookmarks, add a folder. I can arrange them as well. But I'm looking for this import and backup. Two words that you want to always remember in IT because you're going to see it over and over again is import and export. And if we think of what this word means, even when we have goods and services, to import them, we bring them in. Or say we're bringing in bananas from another country, we're importing them. Now, if we sent out bananas to another country, we'd be exporting them. The same applies for technology or IT. If we're importing, we're usually bringing in documents, settings, information. If we're exporting it, we're sending it out. Let's see how we can do so. First thing, back up this information. There are two ways we can export it file type that works with other browsers, and we can also go through their own backup and save it as a JSON file. Now, for this example, I'm not going to use the that file type. Well, let's do it. Go to home. That's our bookmarks. It gives a date. We're going to say Firefox and put it there on our desktop so we'll know where we saved it. We backed it up that way, and then we're going to export, send it out to, you see this file type, HTML. I'll show you how that looks in just a second. So we'll do HTML, then Firefox, and click on save. Now, what do these files look like? Let's see. Here, that is our JSON. I clicked on it. If I hover it, it tells me the type of file that's there, the size, and also the date I modified it. I can right click on it and go to properties and see the same information, the file type, and more details about that file. I do the same. We see this icon looks different because it's a different file type. It's HTML. So if I hover, it shows me that. And the reason that I know it's HTML, because if we think of what this means, well, how about that? If you see a term or letters that you don't know in IT, look it up because you're going to see it again, or this may be a term that you really need to know. HTML is one. Hypertext markup language. It's a basic scripting language used by what? Web browsers. We know what a browser is now, to render pages on the World Wide Web. So the fact that this is a HTML file type lets me know that this works with browsers. That's what it's telling me. I double click to select the app to open this file. Well, I need a browser to open it. So I'm going to select Firefox and say just this once, open this file for me. We're going to see what our bookmarks look like. Look at this. In this file type, we can scroll through all the bookmarks that we have and go to it just like we go to anything else. So I'm going to go to this Mississippi State University link, and it takes me straight there. If I want to send someone my links, this is a nice way to send it. All they have to have is a browser and they can view the information. But that's not exactly what we're doing today. Now I open back up my bookmark manager and I go back to import and backup. Now that we have exported it, we've sent that file out. Now I say, hey, I'm at a new computer or I have another browser. I'm going to import this bookmark for HTML. We go right back to the bookmark that we have. We double click on it, and then it's going to import it into our browser. What if, what if I say, okay, I've saved all of my bookmarks for Firefox. I'm just using this at home. And now I like Chrome better. I want to back up that information to Chrome. How do we do so? This is Google Chrome. We click on the three dots and go down to bookmarks and list. And then we have bookmark manager, just like we did in Firefox. Our bookmarks are here. If we wanted to bring in the bookmarks from Mozilla Firefox, we'll click on the three dots again. And over here by the right, it says import bookmarks. We want to bring that file in and bring all of those bookmarks into Chrome. And the way we do that, we go to our desktop where we had saved our Firefox file. And these are just the one I saved before. But we can bring in that HTML file, double click, and now we also have the other bookmarks from Firefox listed. And that's how you import and export bookmarks. Today, you have learned about browsers and how to back up bookmarks for your browser to another system or to another browser. This is Clea with Dare Secure Computers. Until next time.